Good day there once again, viewers. This is your mate Kamikaze78 here, and today guys we've got a lot to unpack. We're going to be discussing the Twitch versus YouTube. Which platform am I going to be streaming on? Now, before we get into the meat and potatoes of today's video, guys, I just want to quickly give you guys a couple of updates and a couple of tidbits. Firstly, the gameplay you're seeing in the background right now is from the Connery Bastion Smash event that took place this last weekend. Had a lot of fun in that event, and a big thank you goes out to all the Connery outfits who participated and just made the battle so bloody epic. FNXS's Bastion lasted, I think, 10 minutes max, but god was it a good old time. I really had a lot of fun filming it and just gunning for the Bastion, and yeah. Big GG's to everyone who participated in that event. Secondly, we've made some pretty major changes to the Discord server, some of which have been met with a bit of confusion, so allow me to explain it real quickly. We now have a new verification process in our welcome channel where all of the rules, if you will, are listed in the welcome channel, and you now need to verify that you've read those rules before you'll gain access to the rest of the server. I've done this to ensure that any bot accounts or any spam accounts that suddenly join the server have to go through one more step of verification, and I think bot accounts are going to have a particularly hard time getting through that style of verification, so it should hopefully keep the server a bit cleaner in the long run. Speaking of keeping the server clean, a lot of people have come to me lately complaining about my very trivial use of the @everyone tag. It's true, I use it like left, right and center. So I've integrated now a new opt-in system where you can opt in to receive updates about my content as it releases. This will include things like videos, stream schedule updates, as well as streams themselves, and it allows for you guys to control whether or not you want to get constant notifications from my server. You'll also notice that there is a second channel that you can opt in to receive notifications for. That is Mrs. Kamikaze's channel. She's just started streaming on Twitch, so I would very much appreciate if you guys could follow the link down below, twitch.tv/Rashivoo, and go give her some love. She's just starting things out, so please make sure to keep that in mind as you watch her streams. But yeah, that's everything Discord wise. And it means that you guys now get an experience that's a bit cleaner, and if you don't want to get spammed by notifications and therefore feel like you have to mute the server, that's been all sorted out for you. We're done there. But now we get into the main topic of the video. Twitch and YouTube. Where am I going to be streaming in the long run? Where can you guys catch my live stream content? This has been a long talking point within the community. It's been something we've discussed vigorously on recent streams, and we've even mentioned it in a video here and there. And I tell you what, you guys have not made the decision any easier for me to make, because you guys have been bringing up some excellent points for and against each platform, and the most recent YouTube test streams that we've run lately have been incredibly successful. So a big thanks from me has to go out to you guys who tuned in for those streams and watched them afterwards, gave them a like, supported them. It goes a long way. It really, really does. I will also admit, I've only run 2 test streams on YouTube, both of which happened on the same day of the week at the same time. So it's not really a good indication of who could show up when and where and what that was going to end up like at different time zones. I totally understand that, guys. But I wasn't testing for viewer numbers when I was streaming on YouTube, and I wasn't testing to see, you know, how X game was going to work or how Y game was going to work, whatever. I was testing for user experience. You know, I was looking mainly about what the experience was like for me as a streamer and for you guys as the viewers. How was the experience by compared to the Twitch experience that a lot of us now are very, very familiar with. And there are certainly some pros and cons for each side right now. On the YouTube side of things, there's a huge algorithm supporting it, which means that YouTube streams are a whole lot more discoverable right now. In addition to that, there's a large endemic user base, and there's also more of you guys follow me on YouTube, which means that there is potential for greater viewers and just for the opportunity for more people to come show up. That's basically the advantages of YouTube right now. Whereas on Twitch, they arguably have the cleaner chat box. They have the better community features. They've got channel point system where you guys can force me to use a stupid loadout in game, or you can force me to do push-ups and crunches, and we've got a way to regulate that. In addition, the moderation features are better on Twitch, as what my mods have been telling me, and there's also gift subbing and raids and hosts, and there's just the community on Twitch has a lot more rooms to grow in regards to it being a more tight-knit community. So that's something to consider there as well. And I will say that the advantages of each platform have very much resonated with my content strategy between Twitch and YouTube over the years to this date. I use YouTube as primarily a way to push out short-form curated videos that are, in my opinion, decently edited, sometimes. But they aim to get to a point very quickly, explain that point, and it allows you guys to leave the video learning something, and it hasn't taken you all day to achieve that. In addition to that, it's also browsable. It's content where you can type a search into my channel and you'll get a 12-minute long video that you can go and watch, and bada bing bada boom, that question's answered. You can go about your day and apply that in game. Whereas on Twitch, we have a more relaxed style of content. It's long form. You guys come and go as you please. You come and go as you can, and you hang out for a bit. We talk in stream, we catch up, we get to know each other. It's a lot more of a personal experience, a lot more personal what the YouTube videos can provide. So I've used basically the algorithm of the YouTube and the discoverability and the browsability of YouTube to push out short form content that appeals to a wider audience, and then for those who want to get to know me better and get to enjoy my content in a more long form style, they can come do that on Twitch without it negatively affecting the YouTube algorithm. Because that's also one thing to consider here. How does live stream content on YouTube affect the YouTube algorithm with pushing your other content out to, you know, viewers? That's one thing to consider as well. There's also been a lot of argument from people about, you know, the advantage of having everything under one roof. If you're going to go somewhere, Cammy, you should have everything under one roof because it's easier for the user experience. That is true, but it's also a negative for the user experience as well. Allow me to explain why. If you're browsing through YouTube content and through YouTube videos, you're going to be looking for videos that you can just quickly watch and be done with, unless it's like, you know, those random university TED Talks that are an hour long and people somehow sit through an hour of those. I've done it before myself, but I was bored and cathartic late at night, so it's a special case scenario. But if you're browsing through YouTube content and you come across a 4-hour-long live stream, suddenly your flow has been stopped, because then you need to commit a lot of time to enjoy that live stream. It's a barricade between you like seemingly moving from one video to the next, which the way I see it hurts the viewer experience on the YouTube channel. In addition to that, it's also a bad as hell business decision on my front. You know, we all know that the online world is very volatile. Look, we probably saw the mixer shut down coming from a mile away, but it was still a shock to some. And a lot of them have put all their eggs into that mixer basket. Suddenly they're unemployed. They've got no job, they've got no following unless they were able to smartly curate that audience to another platform. So if I put all my eggs into YouTube and it suddenly shut down overnight, all of this is done. That's not a risk I'm willing to take either. So that's probably foreshadowing things a little bit clearer for you guys now as to what my decision is here. My decision so far, guys, is that I'm going to be streaming on Twitch and keeping short form curated content to YouTube. And that's basically after everything I've thought about and everything I've discussed here in this video. It's all about making sure that my YouTube content is short form and it's easy for you guys to digest quickly, because I feel as though that is part of the joy of YouTube and part of the positive YouTube experience. Whereas on Twitch, you know what to expect. You know to expect a long hour, long form live stream where you come in, you sit down, you hang out for a while, and you come and go as you please. YouTube is a very different beast. It's a very different environment. And look, if YouTube were to get their act together, guys, and improve the live streaming experience by adding more community features, cleaning up their chat room, as well as potentially adding a new channel subsection that had live streamed content, and then you had your standard video short form curated content in another section, YouTube would be a no-brainer. And I'd still have to consider it from the perspective of putting all my eggs in one basket, but there would certainly be more advantages swaying towards YouTube. I probably would have started streaming on YouTube if that were the case. But right now, YouTube treats live stream VODs as standard curated content, and I think that's going to hurt the overall experience of my YouTube channel for the time being if we decide to go down that route. Now, I also want to quickly address a topic that has been brought up a lot in my live streams lately, the idea of using Restream.io. I've got some thoughts on this. Now, this is in no way, shape or form meant to be a jab at anyone who uses Restream. I know Commander Sirius does and he loves it. A big thing for me, if I were to use Restream, I'd have to give up my Twitch affiliate link, because Twitch has an exclusivity clause there that means you are locked 24-hour exclusivity. If you stream content on Twitch, Twitch owns that content for 24 hours. You can't distribute it anywhere else. And, you know, a simple answer to that would be, well, just, you know, unaffiliate yourself, Cammy. I don't earn a lot off Twitch, but I earn enough to know that that would be a stupid mistake. On top of that, guys, another opinion I have in regards to Restream.io is that For me, it hurts the experience of live stream content. Like at the end of the day, when you go into a live stream chat room, you're connecting with other people, you're connecting with the streamer, so on and so forth. If you're restreaming, you've got a bunch of people over different chat rooms discussing different things, and yes, there is a bot that sends those messages to those other chat rooms to allow for translation between those chat rooms. But if the bot goes down, then instantly you've got, whether it be 50%, 25%, or whatever percentage of your viewer base missing out on one platform's discussion and just not having a clue what's going on. That's going to really hurt the experience of the live stream, and in my opinion, kind of defeats the purpose of the live streamed content. And I feel as though, as opposed to casting a wide net, I'd rather curate a healthy community on one platform and use my YouTube platform as a way to invite new people to that community a bit more effectively, at least more effectively than what Twitch's discoverability features do right now. And guys, that sort of puts us at the closing end of this video. I hope it all makes sense to you guys as to what I'm doing and the decisions I'm making in regards to Twitch streaming versus YouTube live streaming. Again, this could change at any time. There could be a point where YouTube gets its act together and boom, we're going to YouTube for streaming. That is very much a possibility. But right now, and with the way in which both platforms handle live stream content, I've decided to stick to Twitch for now. So with that, if you want to see more live stream content, twitch.tv/kamikaze78, be sure to come join us. I'm making sure now on as many of my streams as possible that transcoding is available, so all of those who do have a slower internet speed, you guys have the option to still come and check out the streams as well. As always guys, Discord and social media links linked in the description down below, and I hope to see you guys for the next video. Take care guys, and I hope you're all doing well in these times. Once again, peace out guys, have a good one, see ya.